My smelly ass. Whilst walking my ass across some Scottish highland grass, I came across a young lass at an underpass. As she watched me pass, she said, "You have a very smelly ass." I said, "Everyone I pass tells me I have a very smelly ass, but I can honestly say I wash my ass every day, yet no matter what I do, my ass always smells of poo." "Maybe your moldy mule is eating the wrong kind of fuel," she said. "The world's greatest gas experts have studied my ass, yet even they were wrong about what makes my ass pong. It remains a murky mystery," I said. "That's sad, but at least I'm glad my ass doesn't smell so bad," she said. "I feel quite sure I've seen your ass somewhere before," I said. "My ass won Ass of the Year, dear, 3 years on the trot," she said. "Millions of fans on social media follow my ass wherever it goes, and I think it knows." "So your ass is a social media influencer," I said. "It sure is," she said. "My ass has influenced millions across the world and helps give meaning to their lives. Would you like to take a selfie with my ass?" I said, "Nah, I think I'll pass. I can't think of anyone who'd want to be influenced by my smelly ass." "I agree. It would be more of a smelfie than a selfie," she replied. She then pointed to a blanket covering her ass and said, "I just bought this new blanket today. Does it fit my ass?" I said, "To be honest, I think your ass looks big in that." I continued, "Listen, lass. You have an awkward winning ass and relish the fame, but I don't yet know your name." She said, "My parents called me after their pet hen, who sadly died in her pen back when my brother Ben was just 10. And when I was still inside my mummy's tummy, the hen was eaten in its pen by Henry, our pet fox, who escaped his box during a thunderous gale." I said, "That's very sad tale, but what was the pet hen in the pen called?" She replied, "Oh, the hen in the pen didn't have a name, so they thought it would be a good game to call me Henrietta. Henry ate her." Henrietta stroked my smelly ass whilst holding her nose and striking a strange social media sort of pose. As she stroked my smelly ass, it started to tickle, making my ass rear up and end in a pickle, getting its hind foot stuck in a hole which had been dug by a mole. My ass fought bravely with the hole whilst Henrietta looked on. It kicked harder than I've ever seen my ass kick before, but the hole in the grass trapped my smelly ass, and it was fast becoming hopeless. My ass began to panic, causing methane pressure to build up inside its hide, making it bulge ever more wide. I said, "You know, my ass is going to blow." She started to frown, and we prepared to drown in a pungent sea of flatulence, whilst I feared the sonic boom might destroy all the rooms in the nearby town. Then, like 1,000 football stadiums of flatulent fans all blowing off together in a perfect harmony, my ass suffered a major gas leak, leaving us unable to even speak. It was so loud, but my ass looked so proud. Unfortunately, at that very moment, a passer-by tossed his burning cigarette butt high, falling into the gas cloud from the sky. His butt detonated a big bang, and the whole universe rang as my ass sent out a shock wave of flaming ass radiation, which knocked us off our feet and into the street. Looking up, I felt a little proud that my smelly ass had produced such a huge mushroom cloud. Still in a daze, I got my ass back on its feet in the haze, whilst all around us was now ablaze, as Henrietta screamed, "My ass is on fire!" In a dash, I ripped the burning blanket off her ass, stamped out the flatulent flames, and threw it into the river with a shiver. I said, "Lass, you have a very hot ass, but it's going to live. Fortunately, its coat didn't burn, but your ass now has a perm." Henrietta shouted, "My ass has gone all frizzy, and your smelly ass has made me all ditzy. I expect you to say you're going to pay for all the repairs to each of the hairs on my ass." I had to concede, and so we agreed that the following day I'd go out of my way to take her ass to the local ass repair shop. Following the blast, my smelly ass at last had nothing more to fear, for its bowel had no more fuel with which to howl. The hazy cloud of burning gas began to clear, but to my dismay, my ass's rear remained stuck in the hole. My ass now looked deflated, but with its one free hind leg, it struck out, accidentally giving Henrietta's ass a clout. "My ass is getting kicked," screamed Henrietta. Henrietta inspected her ass and said, "The kicks have left skid marks all over my ass. You must clean my ass." So I pulled out a rag from my old bag and said, "Didn't your mother ever teach you how to clean your own ass?" She said, "Of course, but my ass is taking part in the next Ass of the Year championship next week at Ascot. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes if I lose." As I carefully cleaned her ass, I looked around at my ass, which was still stuck in the hole in the charred grass, and I worried I'd be late for a very important date with my wife Cass and her mate Kate. Just as I was thinking, how am I ever going to stop my ass from stinking? And how am I ever going to get my ass out of this sorry situation? Fate stepped in to save my ass. By chance, my Polish mate, Fate, who everyone thought was great, walked in through the gate carrying a pole. Just as you would expect, considering he was from Poland, the land of Poles. I said, "Fate, it would be really great, mate, if you could stick your pole in this hole in the grass and save my ass." So we all put all our trust in Fate and didn't have long to wait before he stuck his pole in the hole in the grass and saved my sorry ass. That evening, whilst sharing a glass of my wife, Cass, and her mate Kate, during our dinner date, I said, "It's not every day that on your way you get your smelly ass stuck in a hole, dug by a mole, and get gassed by a major blast of ass radiation." Cass glanced up at me and said, "Next time you meet a lass, don't get her to tickle your ass. Then it won't get stuck in a hole, and you won't need a pole to save your smelly ass." If you like the story, please comment on the video. And again, have a good weekend.